risky behavior.
Yo. How y'all doing? Welcome to Risky Behavior. I am your host, Shmelly, also known as Mr. Diabolical. Today's title is The Baby Mama Epidemic. Women want to be single mothers. Why? I don't know. Now, in contemporary society, the decision for a woman to have a child without the involvement of a father has become increasingly accepted. While the autonomy of women to make choices about their reproductive lives is important, this decision can be perceived as selfish when considering the potential emotional and psychological needs of the child. A child raised without a father may experience a sense of longing and loss that cannot be mitigated by the presence of other male figures. The absence of a biological father can lead to an array of complex feelings that ultimately affect the child's development and self identity. Now, today, I am going to be doing a reaction to a Kendra G singles live show, actually, two of them. And the reason I'm going to do it is because when it comes to this online dating, it's really stands out to me then, because you have people, and honestly, everything that I'm going to say today can be applied to the man and the women, but you have people that are asking from other people, potential partners, husbands and wives, for things that they don't even instill in their own children. Oh, I want to date somebody that's emotionally intelligent, somebody that's stable. Well, you didn't even put that into your own child by making sure they were stable in a household where they had both of their parents. You got people saying, "Oh, I want somebody that's responsible." You had your kids irresponsibly, but you want that from other people. And so I think it just really stands out when you think about this dating market and how many people are on the dating market that have these children, and they're asking for something that you can look at their lives and see that they haven't even they didn't even take the time to put into the people that matter the most, and that's kids, people that did not ask to be here. Yo, what's up? No none. Give them the babies. Yeah. What's up, man? Shout out to you. Shout out to you. So, without any further ado, I'm about to play this video. I also want to say that this is risky behavior. I talk about behavior that is risky. I don't call people good. I don't call them bad. I just talk about the behavior. And to be honest with you, I do these videos because the feedback allows me myself to become a better person. I am no better than y'all. Let's go ahead and hop into there. And this video I'm about to play is crazy because this woman is educated and she did what she did.
Hello? Hi! Are you ready?
I am.
What's your name, baby?
It's Kendra.
Hi, Kendra.
Hi,
What's your daddy
Kendra.
name?
Huh?
What's your daddy name?
My daddy? Oh, Melvin.
Okay, I got to make sure. But my daddy told me I'm his only child, so I just got to make sure.
Okay.
Kendra, where you calling us from?
I am calling from North Carolina. I'm in Durham right now for my homecoming.
Okay. Shout out. What school did you go to?
North Carolina Central University.
Okay. Also Hampton University homecoming weekend, but I'm not there.
Okay.
So
okay, HU.
Shout out to all the HBCUs in their homecoming.
Okay.
All right, Kendra, how old are you?
I'm 40.
40. And where you calling? You told me you're calling from North Carolina.
Yeah, I live in Charlotte.
Is that where you live? Is that where you live?
I live in Charlotte, yeah.
And what do you do for a living?
I'm a physician in sleep medicine.
Physician what?
In sleep medicine.
Sleep medicine?
Yes.
Kendra, you have any kids?
I have one daughter.
How old's your daughter?
2.5.
Why you not with the daddy?
So there is no dad. I am a single mother by choice. So I had my child via sperm donation. So we're a mom and baby family.
I love that, mom and baby.
Yeah.
What the what? Who would put the cart in front of the horse? And Kendra G is just going to skim over this like that lady did not say what she said, because I think normally we would even think it's weird for somebody to be out there dating when they got a what you say, 2-year-old child in the first place. But who would purposely say, I'm going to go have a child without a man and then go find a man to help me raise that child? That's like, what you gonna do? Purchase a car and then go find somebody to help you pay the car note afterwards? That makes no sense. And this is coming from what you said, a physician? You can't make this up. Never mind the fact that you're making it harder on yourself. Being a single parent and dating is harder to do. Why would you seek out any type of serious relationship after having a child? And she did this on purpose. And I understand maybe she's getting older, she got fearful, and she said she always wanted to be a mom. However, that's what makes being a parent selfish in the first place, because everybody's not meant to have kids. So if you don't have the stable household, which most women will come in and say, hey, I'm looking for somebody that's stable. I'm looking for a man that can create stability, provide, protect, yet you're not doing it for your own kid. And I think the only reason somebody might give this an excuse is because she got a good career. Other than that, this would be unacceptable. But it's definitely selfish, and it's not fair to the child. This child's being born into the world. Mama, where daddy? I don't know who your father is. I just took a drop of sperm and made you. Why? I don't know. I just wanted to be a mom.
Okay. So we have Kendra, North Carolina. She's 40, Charlotte, physical. You said a physician, sleep medicine?
It's sleep medicine, yeah.
Okay, sleep medicine. Mom to a daughter, and she's a single mom by choice. She uses sperm donor. Let's get to it. What kind of man you looking for? Bring the camera down so we can see your face.
Okay.
What kind of man you looking for?
So I'm looking for a African-American male. Honestly, just someone that has integrity, who's honest, who's loyal, who has a good relationship with his family and his kids if he has any. Someone that is financially stable and financially sound, who can provide for himself first, and then our family if that becomes an option.
Okay.
What did I tell you? They asked for things that they did not give to their own child. Okay. That child is never going to be able to have the relationship with its biological father's side of the family. It's like those people do not exist. And so you want a man that's coming in that has that great relationship with their family, but this is not something that you provided for your own kid.
What are your deal breakers?
My deal breakers would probably be multiple kids. I would say probably 3 or more, multiple baby moms. Someone who is dishonest and has no moral compass, lacks integrity. Those are really my biggest deal breakers.
Okay, they're telling me to call you a doctor.
They call yeah. So you don't have to call me Dr. Kendra Richardson or whatever. I am a physician, but this is informal, so this is Kendra.
Okay.
But thanks, guys.
Should he look a certain way?
I would say, I mean, he has to be attractive to me. I don't have a type per se, but I want someone, I would prefer someone tall. I'm really into fitness. And so I do like someone who goes to the gym on the regular. That's an activity I like to do together. So that's important to me, like just health and wellness overall.
Okay. Should he make a certain amount of money?
I would like at least 100 to 150,000 a year.
100 to 150K. Okay. Big money. Would you date a man that made less than 100K or no?
No, I would. Yeah.
All right, let's do the Kendra Cam. Kendra doing the Kendra Cam.
Okay, now let me preface this. Okay, it's homecoming, so
I don't want to hear it. Do the damn thing.
Yeah. They always got an excuse before the Kendra camp. I just want to know why, if she has a 2-year-old and she did it on purpose by choice, she went down to the sperm bank, got a sperm donor. I am curious as to if she didn't get the man she wanted before having a child, why would somebody want to make it harder on themselves? Like, let me have a baby and then find a husband. Because she said she's a single mom by choice. She did it on purpose. Why do that? I don't get that. Why say, hey, I'm gonna put the cart before the horse? On paper, she's a great woman. Any guy would be blessed to have her as a wife. I'm very confused as to why somebody would make that decision to say, I'm going to take I'm going to wait until I have a 2-year-old child to jump out into the dating market.
Pick off my
Y'all be
yard
trying to give
outfit.
me all these excuses before the Kendra can.
Okay, wait, I'm gonna have somebody hold a
If
camera.
anything, for homecoming, you should be dressed up.
I just took off my my yard outfit. Okay, here we go. You got to turn it around.
Your actually name is Kendra. This is your Kendra Kim. You guys see the legs.
I have on, so I am fit. Okay, I have on my house dress right now, but
okay. Oh, she's modeling. Okay, we got you, girl. Kendra is her name, and she's doing the Kendra Kim. All right. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Taurus.
Oh, when's your birthday?
May 20th.
I was gonna say, girl, if we had the same birthday, that would be too much.
Right?
Because I'm a Taurus too. All right. When was your last relationship?
Oh gosh, I would say 5 years ago? Like serious? Like 5 years ago?
5 years ago. Okay.
Yeah.
You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
April.
April. Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
I can sometimes be a little bit too independent. Number one, I can overthink and try to plan the next step to the T. Number 2, and then number 3, I would say I can worry sometimes, a little bit too much.
To worry sometimes. Okay. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Well, so I think that I am overall just a good-natured woman. I bring a lot of humor to relationships, a lot of adventure. I love to travel. That's like my number one hobby. And so I feel that anyone who dates me, I would have them explore that with me as well. I've dated men who don't travel as much, but I like to get them involved in that. I can be a little spontaneous. And I think overall, like, I'm just the person that, like, I'm a easygoing. I don't require a lot. And I love to just, just like really have a good time, have fun, not be too serious. But I also know with my profession, I'm a hard worker. And so I also know when it's time to get business done, when it's time to set goals. I can help you through that. We can plan. I am a planner. So I bring a lot of that, maybe one may lack. I think I can help with that.
Okay. So Kendra, I won't mess your name up. I'm mess up everybody. What's the age range you want to date? You're 40.
I would say 38 to 50.
Could the guy have kids already?
He can, yes.
He can. Okay. So we got Kendra, North Carolina. 40 is a Taurus. Charlotte, she's a physician. She works in sleep medicine. 1 daughter to a 2.5-year-old. She had a sperm donor, so she is a single mom by choice. She desires a man that makes between 100 and 150K, 38 to 50 years old, and he should be in Charlotte.
He doesn't have to be in Charlotte. I would prefer, but he doesn't have to be in Charlotte.
Okay. All right. The time has come. Are you on the Kendra G Singles dating app?
No, not yet.
Well, Kendra, you have to download the Kendra G Singles dating app.
I will. I would do it right now, tonight.
Download the dating app, set up your profile, and let's see what it does.
Okay, Kendra, I have to say this. I didn't meet you, but you were at my best friend Daniel's wedding. He married Amisha. Yeah. And they were on your show. So I was in Jamaica and I did see you. You were looking good.
Thank you. So if you don't know, Amisha was on my show. So Daniel's your best friend?
Yeah, we went to medical school together. Okay.
So
Oh, they just talking about, I guess somebody she knows was on the show and they found the match and got married. Shout out Rose Gold Banks. You said, I'm 38, no children, with a career, and I get made fun of. You know what? These bums tell me I don't have good cat because I don't have children. No, I'd rather be married. Yeah, you just gotta ignore stupid people that say things like that. And that you know what's so crazy? In our community, we're so used to degenerate behavior that even with the guys, I see people saying that if a guy is in his 30s and has no children, that's a red flag, right? And they do it for the man and the women. And it's like, how is it a red flag and how is it something wrong because a person is responsible? My sister, I have an older sister, and she's the same way. She doesn't have kids. You know why? She not married. And she said if she ain't married, she's not having children. I have another good friend of mine, same way. She's an educator, very successful. Um, and she's bought houses, travels around, does whatever she wants to do. She doesn't have kids as well. You know why? She grew up, she was adopted, and she knows the impact it can have on children when you don't do it the right way. And so for you to be 38, like you said, you have no children, but you rather be married, you're doing it the right way. You can't let people press you. I think people get that natural urge because they say, "Oh, I want to have kids before I'm too old," and all this other stuff. But you still have to think about if you're going to do something, you at least still have to do it the right way. You can't just jump the gun. And stuff. And to each his own. It might still work out for this woman. I'm just pointing out the selfishness in it. To do it on purpose, to sit there and say, I'm going to have a kid and I'm going to deny them to have a father. What's up, Darren, man? How you doing? You said, man, RP Kevin Samuels, man, shaking my head. I know Kevin would definitely he have a field day with this woman, but on paper she's a great woman. I mean, it seems like she got a good personality. I just think it's odd because I think also her child is only 2 years old, and a lot of times people would say you shouldn't be out here dating with a 2-year-old baby. That's like most people would not think that's okay. But I would assume that she got older, she got the itch, she wanted to have a kid, and she said, "Hey, let me go ahead and get this out the way." And because she has a career and the money to do so, that's the only thing that's working in her favor. What's up, Rose Gold said, I have a friend who said my brother, who is 47 without children, was gay. She doesn't understand we were raised with morals. Yep, that's what they do. Because your brother is responsible. Now, if he had kids, they would call him a degenerate. Look at you, black man. You out here. Look at you, man. Y'all always out here creating a baby mama. You have a man that says, look, if I cannot have children the correct way, the right way, with structure, the way I was raised, I will not do it. Even because doing something just because you want it makes it selfish. Now, people can do what they want to do, but doing something just because you want it is selfish and not considering the child. And what else she say? You say, I won't even date men with children. I'm telling you. And it's a lot of women out there like that. There's a lot of women out there that won't date men with children. And I don't think they should have to. I don't think they should have to. Go back and be with your baby mama. But she technically isn't a baby mama. She got a donor, so she's in a different. I guess so, and that's why I got two videos. The next woman is a baby mama. In the next video I'm going to play, this one, she's technically not a baby mama. I just think the decision she made is selfish, and the only reason, because we live in this new world where all this technology and science and everything, people are able to do things that they normally wouldn't do. There used to be a time where people just accepted where they was in their life, but because now people have all these things that they're able to do because of technology, science, because of may be able to get better jobs. But if you go back 30, 40 years, a woman would not be doing this on purpose. Before I go to the next video, I want to say one of the most significant concerns regarding fatherless upbringing is the emotional impact on the child. Children often have an innate desire to understand their origins and to form connections with their biological parents. The longing for a father figure can lead to feelings of abandonment and confusion, especially if the child learns of their father's absence as they grow older. This emotional void can manifest in various ways, including issues with self-esteem, trust, and relationships later in life. While a woman may believe she is making the best choice for her child, the child may perceive this decision as a rejection of their right to know and bond with their biological father. Shout out Rose Gold again says, I think she chose that route to avoid drama. Shout out Rose Gold says, amen. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I do think so too. I think she that is another way of looking at it. A lot of people do that. That's why a lot of times if you have a situation where the man doesn't want to be in the child's life, a lot of times if you ever get to that part in life, to avoid drama, a lot of women won't even put a guy on child support. I'm not saying she has to worry about that because she went through getting a sperm donor, but a lot of times I have seen women do that too as well. Just like, don't even bother the guy. He don't want to be in the child's life. Just leave him alone. Go ahead and be a single mom just to avoid the drama. So that is a very true statement. Let me see. Where's the next video? I got it ready. And this next one, it just says mom to 4x4 man. She was ready for the smoke. She can take care of herself, but prefers a provider. Yo.
Not, can I call you Nyla?
You can.
Nyla, where you calling me from, babe?
I'm in Indianapolis, Indiana. It's so crazy. I've been trying to get on here for years. And I'm an Instagram girly. And tonight I was just like, let me go to YouTube because I could not get on Instagram to save my life tonight.
Well, you're here, girl.
I'm here. And it says my real name. That's crazy.
Yes. Naila, how old are you?
I am 39.
39. And what do you do for a living?
I'm currently a school teacher. And I business consult on the side. And I've made some pretty good investments. So, I'm pretty good financially. I love being a teacher. It don't pay nothing. I make $15, but I love my job. Okay. So, but my other business ventures pay for life. So I'm pretty good.
Oh, that's awesome. What kind of teacher are you?
So, I am currently the in-school suspension teacher. I was a behavior specialist in like 2011, and they felt like this was the position for me. So, yeah, I deal with the kids that don't want to act right in class. They get sitting right on to me. So,
okay, no worries. So that's what's up. What's your zodiac sign, Naila?
I am a Leo.
Well, do you have any kids yourself?
It's so funny. I used to skip class and say, "Oh, you got in-school suspension." I'm like, I ain't gonna go there either. I skipped that too.
I do.
How many kids?
4.
4 kids. How old are your 4 kids?
Okay, so my oldest is 23. My second oldest, he'll be 20 in January. I just on the 2nd of October, I have an 8-year-old, and I have a 3-year-old in November.
Okay, and by how many men?
All of them got different daddies.
4 daddies. Why are you not with the 3-year-old dad?
I wanted to be with him. He just wasn't ready. He wasn't ready at all. He's from your area, and he living life like they live life down there.
My area, which is where?
Chicago.
Okay, shout out to Chicago. So here's the deal. Chicago is definitely my second home. I'm from Connecticut, so I just always gotta clear that up.
What's up, Rose? He said she basically works in study hall where you have to just be quiet. Be quiet. A babysitter. I know what she does. I know.
But shout out to Chicago. Most people think I'm from Chicago. I spent most of my career years in Chicago. So Chicago definitely is.
If you hear the audio choppy, that's on the Kendra G video side. Sometimes with her Wi-Fi, it does get choppy. So that's what you're hearing. It's not you if you hear it coming through your device.
City I consider to be home for me. But he's from Chicago.
Hammond, Chicago.
Okay.
You know.
I'm gonna take you out and bring you right back in, okay? So we're gonna take it from the top, okay? You hear me? So we got Nyla, right?
Yep.
Nyla? So Nyla, Indianapolis, 39, Leo, school teacher, also business consultant, mom of 4 kids, by 4 men, never married. What kind of man are you looking for?
I'm gonna say a man who has a good relationship with God. You don't have to be a preacher, but you definitely have to have a good relationship with God. A good relationship with his parents. If he has children, most definitely a good relationship with his children's mothers and have to be active in his kids' lives. What else? Financially, everybody keep yelling 6 figures. I'm going to say he has to be able to sustain his life. And I would prefer a man, if he wanted to enter a relationship, to come into the relationship being a provider and knowing that. But financially, I can sustain myself and I can probably sustain him too. But I just think that a lot of men now want to be courted. I'm not that girl. I can't do it. My brothers and I was raised by all men. Let me say that first of all. My brothers are 10, 11 years older than me. So they're all married. My father was married and they were all providers. You know what I mean? So just knowing that, I really just don't want to deal with the guy who thinks that I'm supposed to provide for him. Now, granted, financially, I can do what I want to do to a certain extent. You know what I mean? Like I can buy nice gifts. I can plan great trips. I can do all these things, but you need to give me 100%. I don't want a 50-50 with no man. You know what I mean? That's just not
So
my
what?
lingo.
Okay, so 50-50. Okay, so explain this 100%. So you want him to provide 100%.
I want him to be in it 100%.
Okay.
So he understands that if he's ill, I can cover all the bills. And if I'm ill, he can cover all the bills. But I don't want to date a man that leads with the 50-50 mentality. Because then I feel like that's you wanting me to take care of you and your bills. And I know what my life is like. You know what I mean? I know what my bills, I've been in the same condo for 13 years. So I know what my bills are here. I'm financially secure in this situation. So for me to come out of this situation and come into yours to go half on your bills, I can't do that.
So do you want to move in with you then?
No, we would have to get our own place. I don't want to keep this one.
So you would sell your place,
or maybe rent it, maybe lease it.
What's up, Rose Gold? I wasn't going to pause it, but that's exactly what I was thinking. And yet you are recurring baby mama, but had great male role models. Well, you didn't take the advice. She did. And that's what I was saying in the beginning when I first started this live. I said people be requiring and wanting from their partners things they did not even give to their own children. Right? You want somebody with all this family structure, somebody that's into family, but you didn't give it to your own kids. Your kids got 4 different dads. It's kind of weird. It is. Especially if one father is picking up the kid and then the other child father isn't picking him up and you watching your brother leave the house to go spend time with his dad and stuff. I just think it's an unhealthy dynamic. I think kids share a special bond when they share the same mother and when they share the same father. They just do. And you know what else looks weird to me is when you have somebody, I'm not trying to be funny. I swear I'm not trying to be mean. But when you see somebody and they got like 4 kids and you know they all got different daddies because none of the kids look alike. They do not look like siblings at all. You can't even tell they related. One really tall, one really short, one a little chunky, one really, really skinny. They just look totally different. I can bet she was taking care of that. I bet she was taking care of that last baby daddy from Hammond. I can guarantee. She was. That's you know what I noticed too. I'm glad you said that. I noticed that when people come onto these dating shows and they go like, "This is what I don't want, do what I don't like," it's always something that they was doing in a previous relationship. So the reason she's saying don't come in here with that 50-50 mess is that's probably what happened in her last situation. Her last baby daddy, she probably was taking care of him. And that's why she's coming in with that attitude of, hey, don't be coming here with this 50. I need you to be 100% in. That's most likely what she was going through. All of those different last names on the door. I'm telling you, it be weird. It do. They all got different last names. None of them look alike because they all got different daddies. It just don't. It don't look cute. It don't. It don't.
Okay, got you. Now you have 4 kids. Could he have kids?
Of course.
Okay. Do you want more kids?
Nah, not for
Okay. All right. This was your wants. What are your deal breakers?
real. Misogynistic men. I love a man that I can learn from, but I don't need a daddy. I already had 3 of them. You know what I mean? So, emotional intelligence, someone who definitely I take accountability for all my actions, you know? So, a man who definitely takes accountability, understands that, a good communicator. Um, so if you like got that stubborn mindset, or you a man who throws tantrums, or even too much femininity, for me, I'm not going. Um, Hygiene is so important. Teeth are extremely important. So it's just best if your teeth are not in the right condition, don't even hit me up. And I mean that with the utmost respect. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's hilarious. The teachers be confused on what last name to call her. Look, this is another thing I want to point out too, and this is where it hurts you when it comes to dating, right? Is majority of the time, not only do they want you to date them with all these children, and it's something that Kevin said, and I wasn't a big follower of Kevin Samuels, but this is one thing I caught him saying was that not only do they don't even get the benefit of having children with you. So you have these 4 children by all these different men, right? And you want a guy to come into your situation. Now, what's helping her is 2 of her kids are of the age where they're getting out the house, right? But then the guy comes into a situation where you've had these kids by 4 different men, and then you don't even want to have any more children. And so you just took out a bunch of potential partners just by those 2 things. You got multiple children by multiple different men, and then on top of that, you don't even want to have no more kids. And so it's kind of what's the point? Seriously. And you're putting the cart before the horse. Because you're supposed to have the 2 parents in the house to create that structure to raise those kids. You're not supposed to have the kids and then come behind them and then get a husband. There's no point to even get married at this point for her or to even have a relationship. Salty nuts. Yo, you got me. You got me. I did not think that out before I read that. Anyway, Salty Nut says your eyes ain't in the right position, man. They not. Them they all over the place. One over here, one over there. Oh man, Rose Goldbank says she's one of those I take care of mines. I don't need no help. And yet our taxes feed your kids. That's what a lot of them mean when they say I gotta hustle, I got business, I make my money and stuff like that. That's what a lot of them mean. The government. That's what a lot of them mean. I'm telling you, I'm saying exactly what I'm thinking.
Um, but that's just very important to me. Um, and I told you, a man who's just not respectful. Like, if you calling women bees all the time, or hoes, or even if you just too thugged out, like, don't hit me up. Not even at all. Like, it ain't no point.
So, okay, I'm gonna let you respond to this. We had another live and it was staticky, so I had to restart the live. You did indicate you are a mom of 4, 23, 28, and a 3-year-old by 4 men. There's definitely gonna be conversation about that. So what would you say to the man that's concerned?
So, in layman's terms, I'm a very open book. I lost my virginity with my daughter when I was 15, and he was 8 years older than me. He was out of line, but I didn't know any better. I was sneaking and I got caught. Had I not gotten pregnant, no one would have ever known that I even had sex. You know what I mean? So that's how my daughter came into play, and I love her. She's perfect to me. Then my high school sweetheart was my son's father, and he actually took responsibility for my daughter as well. We were together for a few years, and I didn't get along well with his mother, and that's a deal breaker too. If I cannot get along with your mother, it's not happening. Like, I'm not doing that. But his mother's just like, she hated my guts, and I was a kid. You know what I mean? I was a child. So that was done. 12 years later, I got with another guy, and we were like just kind of mutuals. He was my comfort zone. I was traveling a lot. I was doing a lot of investment, so I was traveling a lot, and I got pregnant by him, and he had three of us pregnant at the same time. And then this last guy, I thought I could be with him. I thought we were going to be together, but he just wasn't ready at all. And uh, I allowed him to do things that I would never allow a man to do. Um, all my friends went through the ups and downs with dudes, and I just was like, okay, I need to, not give up so quick. I need to not be so done because my tolerance level is real low. So I was like, I'm gonna try. And baby, that baby put me through everything that a woman that probably went through 16 years with a man. That baby put me through that in a year and a half. And I
How is your tolerance level real low? You don't even require marriage to have somebody's kid. You don't have a tolerance level that's real low. And I mean, the first one, okay, cool, we get it. But it's like after those first two kids, I mean, you said 12 years later that you did this. Rose Gold says, so she let any man that says they love her, like, exactly. Any man that says she loves her, says they love her, lets her in. And it's crazy that she did all this analyzing of the fact that, I could not be with him, right? Because she's saying she analyzed this, right? In her mind, she says, oh, I couldn't be with him because I didn't get along with his mom. So if you could analyze that, how come you couldn't analyze, I won't have his baby because I'm not married to him? I won't have his baby because I don't get along with his mom. It's weird. You can analyze the other stuff, but you couldn't analyze that. That's crazy. His mom knew you were going to be a recurring baby. I'm pretty sure she probably was young and get. It's crazy because she'll say, "Well, I don't want any thugs." I mean, that's kind of who's going to approach you, man. If you just say, and I'm not saying she's a bad person, right? She seemed cool, right? But any guy looking at you, 4 kids, 4 different dads, they're going to kind of think you're ghetto. I mean, I don't have a better word for it. They're going to kind of think that you're ghetto. So that's kind of the guy you would attract. Salty says, "Ma'am, you're done." Oh man, she can't make a comeback. Salty. Told you about that Hammond, man. Oh man. Oh, you did because you wrote that earlier. Yep. Oh man. Kendra, Cam up lady, popcorn. Oh man. They're against abortions, but we'll get nutted in. They will. Everything she said, it's crazy. She said she take accountability. Everything she said, she just gave herself a bunch of excuses. That's what's funny. She acted like I have no problem taking accountability, and then she goes down the storyline and she just gives herself excuses, excuse after excuse after excuse. Let's see what else she got to say.
just was like, yeah, you want me to go crazy. So, I mean, and if it's not right for you, it's not right for you. And my kids are blessed. And I tell people I was a mother before I was a woman. So I grow and learn with my kids. And I also understand that everybody's not meant to be together, but I think that my children are meant to be here. So, if it don't work for you, it don't work for you. It worked for me, you know? So
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay.
and they're really far apart. You know what I mean? 4 years, 12 years, 5 years. My kids ain't even close to age. I just still look good.
Okay, we got you, Nyla. So we did the deal breakers, correct?
Right, Salty. Excuses.
Should the guy look a certain way?
I definitely love my black men for sure. I'm not really into the heavy guy. Solid, like football solid, maybe. But heavy, not so much. I told you teeth is important to me. And just hygiene in general. Like if you take care of yourself, you take care of yourself. So, you would have nice skin, you'll be well groomed. Um, I don't really have a hair preference either. I'm not really into braids so much because we kind of older. So braids ain't really the move for me. But other than that, no, I don't really have a preference on looks.
Salty says smile like this.
What about money? Should he make a certain amount of money?
Everybody keep yelling 100,000, but just because a man make 100,000 don't mean he ain't got $100,000 in bills. So I just need him to be able to financially sustain himself. And I feel like a man knows when he comes to a real woman what a woman expects. You know what I mean? I ain't BBL'd out. I'm not hitting the clubs. I can. If I want to pop a bottle, I can. If I want to take a trip, I can. My kids' passports are stamped. So, it's just you have to come assertive and you have to come ready. You know what I mean? Because anything that ain't even the maturity level of it, when I tell you, Kendra, dating is hard for me now. I hadn't dated in like 3 years. I went through bad postpartum with my baby. So now that I'm back in the dating game, a lot of guys we end up becoming friends because we laugh about how terrible it is to date.
That's
we
my
be like,
door.
oh
Maybe
no,
that's
you
the
did
door,
this too?
please.
So
thank you.
What do they laugh about together? Is your guy friend laughing with you saying, yeah, it's all these too many women out here, it's too many baby mamas out here trying to date, looks at you and go, oh, never mind. Why would he be laughing with you? You're part of the problem with dating. She's lying her ass off. Nova says accountability is a woman's kryptonite. This woman ain't took no accountability. She's talking all this crap. Like the dating market is terrible. Yeah, you're part of the reason it is terrible. You're what men are complaining about that's in the dating market. But you're complaining saying the dating market is terrible. It's like me being in my car driving on the wrong side of the road and saying, man, driving these days is scary, man. Folk don't know how to drive. Yes, sir. You're one of the ones that's making it that way. Like, come on, stop. Salty says she was dating through her postpartum depression. Come on. Oh man. You can't make it. She really doesn't even see anything wrong with what she's saying. Let me go and play. I don't even think it's that much more left of this. Oh, well, we halfway through.
When it comes to
Wait,
dating,
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. What was the last thing you said? You said guys do what?
We almost end up becoming friends. Like, I can keep you as a bro, but if I know that it's not going to work for us, I'm definitely going to tell you that I would prefer you to move on with somebody else. I ain't wasting your time. You know what I mean?
In other words, they friends on her. She gives them the homegirl vibe. And that's why I said she seems like she's cool, but homegirl vibe, not girlfriend vibe, homegirl vibe.
I'm not into wasting time. If it don't work, it just don't work.
It don't work. Okay. Fair enough. Now we got to the money. So let's do the Kendra can.
Okay, so I ain't bothered by my thickness, baby. I'm thick like you, Kendra. But
here come the excuses. Just do the Kendra cam. We ain't ask you all that. Just stand up and get on in that camera. What's up with the excuses?
Ooh,
I definitely need to lose about 40 pounds. Let me see if
we have the same body. You say you thick like me.
I ain't got these.
My hips ain't that wide.
Oh my God. Why she smile like that?
Thick like me.
I ain't got these.
My hips ain't that wide.
How's she saying she built like Kendra? That's a damn lie. I don't know why she said that. What? Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
You got big legs. I got big hips.
I do, but my hips are not that wide.
They wide though, ain't they?
Okay, we see you. All right.
So I'm trying to get down to like the 160 where I'm used to being. Like if anybody on my Instagram to see what but I ain't had it's gym time though, for sure.
How tall are you?
5'1.5".
Oh, you're shorter than me. You're 5'1"?
5'1.5".
Okay, got you. Okay. So when was your last relationship?
My son's father.
That was the 3-year-old?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You don't have to answer.
That was like 3.5 years ago.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask, when's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Maybe let me do the math because I pretty much know.
OMG.
Maybe like 6.5 weeks ago.
Okay, is that guy an option?
He's not. So I had to break up with him. Like, we ain't going nowhere. So
Why'd you break up with him? What happened with him?
Our lives just don't match right now. You know what I mean? He be back and forth with his baby mama, and you know what I mean? And he's a good guy. It's just, I think that it's a situation that he's not prepared to leave, you know? So.
Did you know that before you got with him?
I knew about the situation a little bit, but I really didn't know. You know what I mean? But once he kind of told me, it was like, oh, okay. Because he gave me, you give a person an option, like, I'm not in this, but they split up, but they kind of get back together, been together since high school type of thing.
So basically, 4 kids later and 4 baby daddies later, and she's still making the same decisions. Did you know about his situation? I kind of, yeah, you knew. And you still went forward with it. And you potentially could have got pregnant again. She's trying to go through more, man, than Genghis Khan. Salty, I'm gonna have to start reading you quietly. I read out loud. Oh my God.
Thing. So, I just knew we wasn't gonna go nowhere. It can't be me and her.
How old's the baby?
How old is his kids are older. I think his youngest is like maybe like 13 or something, but they've been together since we were in high school. Gotcha. So he ain't really leaving. And I don't want you to leave either. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want that's his comfort zone. And I'm not mad at that. You know what I mean? I ain't bothered by that. I just knew that it wasn't conducive for me anymore. So
fair enough. Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on, Nyla.
My patience. And I'm getting better with that. My interactions with people and my responses, and I say that to say this, I'm a very social person, but I give so much, I get drained easily. And like we were on fall break and I went out for like 6 days straight, like helping my friends, doing this, doing that. And I had to come home for 2 days and call my mommy, like, will you come over with me, cook dinner? Cause like I just needed to be here. So I think that it's the interaction with too many people. Like I kind of like, I've become an introvert. And I'm trying to get better at that because I know that I need to be out more, definitely for promoting my brand. And sometimes I just be like, I don't want to be bothered with people today. So okay. I'm trying to get better.
Now, and that was the 3 flaws?
Yes, my responses. I'm doing good though. I told you I'm on my Jesus walk. So I mind my business so well. Sometimes I don't remember my own business. But sometimes I just kind of be like, are you crazy? So I'll be having to 1, 2, 3 myself from a lot of situations. Because
you got some paid questions. You ready for them?
Let's go.
All right. Manny said 4 kids with 4 men and talking about wanting a man who has a relationship with God. Craziness.
So I'm supposed to respond to that?
If you want to.
Yeah, you're supposed to
respond.
I'm
not supposed to want a man who has a relationship with God because I got 4 kids. Like, that don't even make sense. And you pay $10 to ask that? That the level of incompetence is crazy to me. That's not even intelligence. What does me having 4 baby daddies got to do with, well, 4 kids' fathers? I don't even call them baby daddies. 4 kids' fathers had to do with me having a relationship with God.
Because what's the point of all this relationship with God talk if the person talking about it is not living or leading their life as if they have a relationship with God? People say that all the time, and you look in their life and you just don't see it. That's the point of that. Where is the evidence of it, ma'am? That's what they're saying. Where is the evidence of what you're asking for in your life?
We know where they're going, but go ahead.
Okay. Divine Photo says,
No
hopefully
mas.
you grow from this. Plus, that you have those same
What's that roll go? I thought you had left. You said no mas.
requirements from those previous men. It seems like the good guy gets a raw deal with you.
My bad. I was talking too much.
Okay.
I ain't hear her read that question.
Divine Photo says, hopefully you grow from this. Plus, that you have those same requirements from those previous men. It seems like the good guy gets a raw deal with you.
I can't say that because my bank account don't say that. My lifestyle doesn't say that. My kids are intelligent. They are raised properly. They're respectful. And I don't think you get a raw deal. I went through life like everybody else did. I didn't have to get on a pole to go through my life. I ain't hit a pipe to go through my life. I went through my life strong, and I am who I am. And I ain't cracked yet because I get 25 all the time. So raw or not, you gonna get. Actually, he's gonna get a phenomenal woman, as a matter of fact, because I know who I am. And everybody used to pretend, and I'm not a pretender.
Woo! Portia says she's a good person.
Oh, thanks, P.
Says she's a good person. Okay. All right.
Salty says now she's mimicking the person in the Bible who helped repopulate the planet. Have to know. She is. You know what's funny? She didn't even answer that question. She didn't keep it real at all. Listen to her answer.
Intelligent. They are. But go ahead.
Okay. Divine Photo says, hopefully you grow from this. Plus, that you have those same requirements from those previous men. It seems like the good guy gets a raw deal with you.
Now, an honest answer would have been no, I did not have those requirements for those men. However, I have done work on myself. I've done the therapy that was necessary. I've strengthened my relationship um with God or whatever, you know what I mean? And say I've grown from that. And so moving forward, I want to associate myself and be in a relationship with somebody that's better than what I've done before in my life. And that would be an honest answer. Instead, she brought up money as if that's of any concern. When earlier she said she don't want no guy coming in there with no 50-50. So why does she keep leading with her money and all this other crap when she wants a man to come in and be a provider? That's what she said earlier. Quit coming. She's tired of man coming at her with this 50-50, but she keep talking about how much money she got. Rose Gold says, I know a woman who was married 4 times, who has 7 children, 1 or 2 with each one, but she was married. Yeah, I think being married is different. It really, really is. And I know sometimes for people that can be confusing, but I think it's just about the intent. Are you doing these things on purpose? Are you doing these things irresponsibly? Salty says PhD in redirecting questions. Yep, sure does. A bachelor's in delusion. Here go her answer. She says, but she didn't answer the question.
I can't say that because my bank account don't say that. My lifestyle doesn't say that. My kids are intelligent. They are raised properly. They're respectful. And I don't think you get a raw deal. I went through life like everybody else did. I didn't have to get on a pole to go through my life. I ain't hit a pipe to go through my life. I went through my life strong, and I am who I am. And I ain't cracked yet because I get 25 all the time. So raw or not, you're gonna get. Actually, he's gonna get a phenomenal woman, as a matter of fact, because I know who I am. And everybody used to pretending, and I'm not a pretender.
Woo! Portia says she's a good person.
Oh, thanks, P.
Is she a grandma yet? No, I don't think she's a grandma. She didn't say earlier. If she is, she did not mention it. But I do want to go back and say something else to what you said. You said, I know a woman who was married 4 times, who has 7 children, 1 or 2 with each one, but she was married. As far as her being a mother and having those kids, at least she was married when she had it. So I don't think people can fault her too much about that. However, it can be a red flag for somebody to have had 4 marriages, and statistics, data shows that if you are a person that's been divorced, you can be more likely to get divorced again. But that's because without therapy, people usually take their baggage from one relationship and they transfer it over to the next relationship. Also, if you go through marriage counseling and therapy, to avoid just racking up kids from marriage to marriage in case it doesn't work, a lot of times they do, which I don't know if this is her case, but a lot of times they will suggest that you don't have kids for the first, what, 2 1 to, at least within the first year, but 1 to 3 years don't have children, to give that marriage time to grow and create that foundation, making sure you and your partner have time to get to know each other and know each other. Because a lot of times when you have kids, kids actually come in between y'all because it's not about y'all anymore, it's about the children. So children can drive a wedge between partners. And so that's another thing. And so, and you can see why that's even worse for somebody who's not even married. And you're just talking about a baby mama, baby daddy situation. And then y'all have children. Children drive a wedge. It's no longer about y'all. It's about the kids at that point. The attention has to go to them. And without creating that solid foundation, it can push you apart. But I do in general think it's different. If she has that many kids, at least she was married, she did it the right way. You can't really say anything as a wife. Most husband would say they would have a problem if a wife did not have her husband's children. So if she did it while being a wife, I don't think it's too much anybody can say about that. The current husband is the longest marriage. It's almost 30 something years. Oh, see, yeah, that's what's up. She good. She's fine. Yeah, yeah. That's what's up. Shout out to her. 30 years. I can't think of nothing I done did for 30 years. So 30 years marriage, that's an awesome thing and stuff. You know, that's awesome. It really, really is. But yeah, and sometimes though, I don't know all the details, but sometimes when you say somebody's been married 4 times, sometimes too, people's sometimes people partner passes away. I've seen people been married 3 4 times, and the stories that I've heard, sometimes a lot of times the partner has passed away. And
That she's a good person. Okay. All right. And I asked you why a guy would be lucky to be with you. No, right?
Mm-mm.
That's the last question. Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I'm going to say because I'm a person who will always be there for you, always be supportive. I'm very understanding. It'll be like a bromance almost because I'm one of those type of girls. Um, I'm emotionally intelligent. I've been through therapy. I'm not toxic. I don't like to argue. I don't belittle my man. Um, and I'm just in a good place spiritually. Like I'm the best version of myself, for sure.
Okay. Um, let's read this one.
Hold on, I don't want to lose my spot. So Rose Gold says at least 2 sets of kids have the same last name, but she married 2 men with the same last name, no relation. Oh, okay, yeah. See, there's nothing we can say about her. She's obviously a very intelligent woman. Yeah, she's smart. She's smart for that. 30 years is quite an accomplishment. Yep, it is. Yep, yep. All right, let's finish out this video.
Office Jam says, at one point, as a single man, I was judging that you were 4x4, but the moment I saw those curves, I changed my mind. I would gladly be stepdaddy and get your kids into Harvard.
Let's go. But the
All right,
physical has
Office
nothing
Jam
to do with who I am as a person. My spirit is so much more attractive than my physical. You know what I mean? And that's just the truth. And Kendra, you always look so pretty to me, so I want to tell you that too.
Oh, thank you, baby girl, thank you. Listen, I mean, I love your confidence. That's why I started off. I wanted to definitely have the conversation because I know my cousins, and they definitely, I knew they was going to say some of the things that they paid to say. But nevertheless, let's keep it going. You're 39. What's the age range you want to date?
I'm gonna say 36 to maybe 50.
Okay, 36 to 50. Naila.
Or Nyla.
Naila. You're a school teacher, business consultant. I'm looking for, should he have to be in Indianapolis? That's what it is.
Not necessarily, but on the travel, I would prefer him travel to me first, and I can travel second. And I just think that's because I will know how serious you are. You know what I mean? If you travel to me first, and then after that, and we could meet all day long, but I'm not traveling to any man first. That's stranger danger for sure.
Our audio's messing up again, so this is gonna be the last question. Are you on the Kendra G Singles dating app?
I'm not.
All right, you got to download the dating app, set up your profile. Will you spell your name like that?
No, NYLA.
Okay, NYLA will be her name on the Kendra G Singles dating app. You have an iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
Go to the app store, download the app, and set up your profile, and the guy can reach out to you there.
Okay.
All right, bye, baby.
Appreciate
Good luck
you.
to you.
Thank you.
Bye, baby. Kendra G.
Yep, and we are all done. Anyway, so I wrote something up before this video started because I wanted to just express my idea because I don't want it to make it seem like I'm making just making fun of people. I would hate to be insensitive. So anywho, this is the implications of deliberate fatherlessness, a child's perspective. In contemporary society, the decision for a woman to have a child without the involvement of a father has become increasingly accepted. While the autonomy of women to make choices about their reproductive lives is important, this decision can be perceived as selfish when considering the potential emotional and psychological needs of the child. A child raised without a father may experience a sense of longing and loss that cannot be mitigated by the presence of other male figures. And that's when, you know, a lot of times you hear someone say, a woman say, well, I can put him in this program and get him a mentor. Or I have brothers, so he'll have uncles around him, or he still got his grandfather, or I put him in football and the coach, you know, I put him around males that can be that male figure to him. You cannot just tell a child, hey, you don't need your dad. I can replace him with somebody else that is a father figure, right? Okay. So the absence of a biological father can lead to an array of complex feelings that ultimately affect the child's development and self-identity. One of the most significant concerns regarding fatherless upbringing is the emotional impact on the child. Children often have an innate desire to understand their origins and to form connections with their biological parents. The longing for a father figure can lead to feelings of abandonment and confusion, especially if the child learns of their father's absence as they grow older. This emotional void can manifest in various ways, including issues with self-esteem, trust, and relationships later in life. And that's another thing you see people women will complain and say, well, man, these men got daddy issues. The problem is they ain't had a father in their life. And so if that is something that you truly believe, I don't know why anybody would do this and create this type of person and then put them out into the world and then complain about them later on. And essentially this person is becoming something as a result because the person didn't ask to be here. You should give them the best foot forward in life that you can. While a woman may believe she is making the best choice for her child, the child may perceive this decision as a rejection of their right to know and bond with their biological father. Moreover, the presence of alternative father figures such as stepfathers or mentors, while beneficial, cannot fully substitute for the unique bond that exists between a biological father and child. Each relationship carries its own dynamics, and a child's relationship with their biological father is irreplaceable. The biological connection often encompasses shared traits, heritage, and identity, which are significant aspects of a child's understanding of themselves. Relying solely on other men to fill this role may inadvertently diminish the child's sense of belonging and understanding of their family history. Additionally, societal expectations and norms can complicate the experiences of fatherlessness. Children raised without fathers may face stigma or bias from peers, leading to feelings of isolation. The societal narrative often romanticizes single motherhood, but it can overlook the nuanced challenges that children may face. And they damn sure do celebrate it, right? Because you can get on Instagram and see a bunch of baby showers. You don't see no engagement parties. You see the gender reveal. You don't see the video of them saying I do and cutting the cake and putting a piece of cake in each other's mouth. You just don't see it as often. Um These societal pressures can further exacerbate a child's feelings of inadequacy or alienation. The decision to raise a child without a father can inadvertently place burdens on the child that the mother may not fully comprehend or anticipate. Ultimately, while a woman's choice to have a child without a father can be framed as an exercise of freedom and empowerment, it is crucial to consider the long term implications for the child. The desire for a father is a fundamental aspect of many children's lives, and denying them this connection can be seen as self centered decisions that prioritizes adult desires over a child's emotional needs. Selfish. Recognizing the unique bond between a biological father and child is essential in fostering a holistic understanding of family dynamics. By acknowledging and addressing these complexities, society can better support both mothers and children in navigating the challenges of fatherlessness. And a lot of times people say men don't take being a father seriously, or deadbeat dads and all this other stuff. Like I often said, this society teaches men not to be fathers. Everything that I just read that I came up with, how they're normalizing children not having fathers. You're teaching generation after generation after generation that father ain't needed. And you're teaching it to the young girl that will grow up to become a woman, but you're also teaching it to the young boy that will grow up and become a man. He's not needed. Why would there be any fathers, any good ones, in this current world that we live in, where we're teaching people that this behavior is okay, whether you can do it or not? The video we watched first, the lady, she's successful, she's a physician, but she by choice said, hey, I want to be a single mom. That's okay for her because she feel like she can do it. But who says that the child thinks that is okay? She didn't ask him. She couldn't. How could you ask a child that before you have them? You just have them, and it's a selfish decision because it's just something that you want to do. And I just do not feel it's right. Anywho, that's what I think. I think we got enough kids born out of wedlock. I think we got enough people not being responsible in this world. I don't think people should add to it. I think the first lady shocked me the most because she is very she's an educated woman, she's a doctor, and it's shocking that she would do that. I can understand. Maybe she wanted to have a kid. She had that itch, and she maybe felt like, hey, before I get too old, I want to have a kid, but still, you know, you don't have a husband, you don't have the structure. I just still don't think, and it might be harsh. It might sound harsh because people do want to be parents, and it is a beautiful thing when you become a parent. I just feel like it means nothing if you don't do it the right way. It just doesn't. Anywho, man, I want to shout out everybody. Salty Nuts, Rose Gold Banks. Who else came through? I think oh, Nova, and oh yeah, Darren was here, and then I don't even know how to say. I attempt to say his name right here. No nano non con. I ain't gonna even attempt that. Anyway, shout out to you too. Appreciate you coming through. Don't forget to smash the like button. If you like the content, subscribe to hit more. I will be later on tonight, but I'm about to go pick me up something to eat. Appreciate everybody coming through. This is Risky Behavior, Mr. Diabolical, and I am out. Oh, I got to do I gotta record something for the thumbnail. Hold on. All right, that's for the thumbnail. Anyway, I appreciate you all. I will holler at y'all later on tonight. If you're up later on tonight, I'll be up if you want to come on. Y'all be safe out there. Have a good night.
Risky behavior.